Hello, welcome back. Sorry about that. I've just seen some comments saying no intro sound again. I don't know what's going on with StreamYard tonight. Did you hear it the second time I played it? It seems to be the second time. I don't know. Welcome back. Sorry I'm a bit late. I had to tidy up from the last stream and jump onto this one. So I do have a co-host for me tonight, and that is Dave.
Howdy, everybody, and welcome to the fun fair. Yeah, so I actually had the music, but having said that, I'm connected to the stream, so I'm different to just watching it on the stream, if you know what I mean. So yeah, I actually had it the first time around, so but it came through the StreamYard. So I don't wonder if it's something to do with YouTube, maybe.
Yeah, it's a bit odd, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's not really caused a problem before until tonight. So
yeah,
I don't know. It's a shame though, because that's the best bit. I like the music. I like the intro music to that.
yeah, it's fantastic. Yeah, we'll have to run it again, maybe towards the end. Do a beginning and then do an end.
Yeah, yeah. Maybe we'll do it at the end as the ending.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll see. Right. Well, welcome. Yeah, another wooden roller coaster. Part 3. And I believe I need to double check the instructions, but I think last week we deciphered that we were going to be working back on some more track tonight.
Yeah.
Because we did some track, then we did some supports, and then back to track. So
yeah. I think so. Yeah, I think so. I think that's what I was going to do. So yeah, goodness me. So I'm looking forward to it actually, and yeah, I enjoyed the last stream as well. I caught most of it, and yeah, I was. I'm actually doing some painting off stream at the minute, so which I can't show you right now, but I'm actually just working on the top deck of the open top bus. So yeah. So obviously I was listening to the stream, but more listening than watching to your last stream. So anyway, I got cleaned up and got my paintbrush cleaned and everything. So all right, I'll pop on the stream now. Well, I'm here to do Horlixs' chat tonight because obviously we want Horlicks to do as much building as he's able to, and however much he likes to, and yeah. This amazing roller coaster.
Yes, there you go.
Yes, indeed.
So yeah, we've done 2 supports. I've got them up here actually. I'll grab them so we can get a catch up of the progress. Yeah. It's sort of living with the Spitfire at the moment.
Right.
Just somewhere to put them safe. So part 1, we did some of the track.
Yeah.
So we got that. And then last week, we did some of the supports.
Yeah.
There you go.
Superb.
And they're really clever because they, as most of you may be aware, they've got these little adjusters on. So you can pull them out and then you can adjust the height. Yeah. And then you can lock it back into place.
Yeah, brilliant.
Yeah, I thought that was quite clever.
Yeah.
So that's where we're at with that roller coaster at the moment.
So pretty far on actually, aren't you? Really?
Yeah. So I believe today we're going to be working on some more track. I like the way the instructions work because you're not working on the same things all the time. I think that's a bit repetitive.
Yeah.
So just going to grab out the manual before we do the chat and we'll just see where we're at. So yeah, that was the first week. We got the track. Yeah. Then last week we did the support. So I was actually going to stop earlier, but then Dave twisted my arm to do a little bit more.
Yeah.
Oh no, I do apologise. We do have more supports to do.
Ah.
Yeah, we've got to strengthen those supports with some more frame.
Yeah.
So depending on how this goes, we may Oh yeah, then we can combine some of the parts.
Oh, that's good.
And then we'll just let's do that.
Yeah.
We'll see how time goes and what we feel like. If we want to do any more, or
Yeah.
do some more, obviously next week. There's no mega rush, but let's see how long this part takes to do.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to put you full screen, and I'm going to then read out all the chat because there is one heck of a lot of chat tonight.
Yes.
Which is brilliant. So I'll put you full screen, and then we'll start on the chat. And the first one I've got is Warren James at 7:42. I think that's right.
Yes, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So let's go then. So Warren James, hi all again. Good luck again, Horlixs. So hi Warren. And then we've got Alex Demetrius. Good evening, Horlixs and co-hosts. Good luck with the builds tonight, and hello to everyone in chat. Hi Alex.
Hello. Welcome back.
And then we've got Rascals Hobbies saying howdy again, everyone. Howdy, Eric. Yeah,
hi, Eric.
And then we've got Dave Matt Builds saying good evening again, everyone. Good luck with your build, Alex. Have a great show.
Thank you, Dave.
Thank you ever so much, Dave. And yeah, sure. I know that's what you meant. So we've got David Bassett in the house as well. So saying hi, Alex. Hopefully, I'll watch this one from the start. Yeah.
No, you're all right.
Hopefully, David, and yeah, hope you're well. And we've got Gillian Dotz saying good evening again, Horlixs and Dave, and everyone in the chat. Hi, Gillian. Thanks for joining. So Dave Matt Builds says good evening to Warren James, Alex Demetrius, Rascals Hobbies, David Bassett, and Gillian Dotz. And then Warren says evening again, Dave Matt Builds. So nice. It keeps flicking up and down to this chat. So Gillian Dotz says good evening again, Dave Matt Builds. And David Bassett says evening everyone, and hi to Gillian Dotz, Alex Demetrius, Dave Matt Builds, Rascals Hobbies, and Warren James. So, and then there's Gillian Dotz saying good evening again, David Bassett. And Warren James says evening at David Bassett. And then David Bassett says, for those that know that I like the old London Transport Country area buses, the green ones, I'm looking forward to 4 classic bus running days in 2023, organised by the Amersham and District Motorbus Society. Wow, you've made me just so jealous now, David. So David says they are at High Wycombe on 2nd of April, the 23rd of July at Beaconsfield, and 14th of August at Oxted, and main one is at Chesham on the 1st of October. All rides are free, so if anyone is around there at those dates, get in touch with David Bassett, and I'm sure he'll be willing to put you in the right direction. So Steve131 says hello. Hello. Peter Webster says hi again, everyone. Hi, Peter. And Dave Matt Bill says evening to Steve131 and Peter Webster. Peter Webster says hi, Dave Mac. David Bassett says hello again at Peter Webster and hi to Steve131. Peter Webster says hi at David Bassett. And Steve131 says evening, Dave Mac and David Bassett. We've got Yorkshire Crafter in the house. She says good evening again, everyone. Hi, Julie.
Hi, Julie.
And we've got Peter Webster saying hi, Steve Bud. And Peter Webster saying hi, Julie. Yorkshire Crafter says evening at Peter Webster. And Steve131 says hi, Sir Peter Webster. So Alex Demetrius says hi, Dave, sir, Matt Builds, and Peter Webster and David Bassett. So hi, Alex. So Dave Matt Builds says no intro music again, Alex. And Peter Webster says hi, Alex Demetrius. And Peter Webster says also about the sound. And Rascals Hobby says no sound. And Dave Matt Builds says evening at Yorkshire Crafter. We've got Anfield Road layout in the loft, and it's Lee. So hi everyone in chat. Hi Lee.
Hi Lee. Hello.
And then we've got Peter Webster saying Dave Mac Build says hi again, Lee. Gillian Dotz says no sound on the intro. Peter Webster says hi, Lee. Peter Webster says hi, Gillian. Anfield Road Layout in the Loft says hi, Pete. And Gillian Dotz says hi again, Peter. And Anfield Road Layout in the Lot says hi, Gillian Dotz. And Yorkshire Crafter says evening at Dave Mac Builds. So Dave Mac Builds says yes, we heard it the second time.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
What I'll do is after the stream ends, it gives us a little box and says, "How did your stream go?" I will type. I'll explain what's happening. So then, hopefully, the people at StreamYard can look into it. It could be a bug that they're not aware of. So,
yeah, could be something like that. But yeah, we'll have a report put in. So Gillian Dotz says hi, Anfield Road Layout in the Loft, and Dave Mac Build says evening, Sir Dave. Evening, Dave. And Peter Webster says hi, Dave S. Hi, Peter. And Gillian Dotz says hi, and David Bassett says evening, Sir Dave. Ding ding. Well, hello there, David. Yeah. So Anfield Road Layout in the Loft says hi, Dave. Hi, Lee. And yeah, it said hi, Dave again. And Steve131 says evening, Horlixs and Dave Vintage. Evening, Steve131. Thanks for joining.
good evening.
And Ian Campbell says hi again, and hi, Sir Dave. Hi, Ian. Thanks for joining. And Peter Webster says hi, Ian. And Ian Campbell says hi again. Hey, Sir Dave. Hello. So, hello. Yes. And David Bassett says evening again, Lee, Anfield Road Layout in the Loft. David Bassett says, oh, goodness me, stop jumping. So, evening again, Julie at Yorkshire Crafter. And Steve131 says hello, Lee. And Dave Mac Build says hi again, Ian Campbell. And Ian Campbell says hi, Dave, and Dave, smiley face.
All the days.
Well, just for you, we're going to do something like this. Hey, there we go, look. Just for you, Ian. So, yeah. So, there we go. So, right. So David Bassett says evening once again at Ian Campbell. And then Anfield Road Layout in the Loft says here and building on the workbench. Yeah, thanks for that, Lee. And yeah, let's hope you have a good build tonight also while you're listening to us rabble on. So Yorkshire Crafter says evening again, David Bassett. Peter Webster says hit the like button, chat. Yes, please, if you don't mind. Yeah, the big like button at the bottom of the screen there, the big thumbs up. Thank you very much. That would be much appreciated. And also, if you're not subscribed to our Horlixs channel, please subscribe. And it costs nothing to subscribe. Press the bell as well at the same time. And then you'll be notified of all Horlixs videos that are coming up in the future. So Peter Webster says, hi, Eric. Anfield Road Layout in the Loft says, hit the like button. Yes, thank you very much for that, Lee. And Steve131 says, hit it on both channels. Thank you very much for that, Steve131. Alex Demetrius says, good evening, Max Mods. Hope you're okay, my friend. And then Peter Webster says, hi, Mark. And Ian Campbell says, haha, whoop, whoop. And, so evening, Ian Campbell and Jolie, says Alex Demetrius. Come on, a bit more, I think. There we are. So David Bassett says, love the T-shirts, so Dave. Thank you very much. Well, it wasn't my fault. It might have been Ian's fault, but there you go. So, and the last one for now then is Ian Campbell saying, hi, Alex Demetrius. So thank you very much for that, everybody in the chat. Right.
Wow. Well, thank you very much, everyone in chat. That's great.
Yeah.
What a reception.
Drunk half my cup of tea now.
So I'm just trying to sort out lighting. I need to get another light on here, really, but I don't know. Oh, there it is. I need one of them adapters that I can plug two USBs in, or maybe cut them off and solder them in. Because one light's running off the computer, and this one's not enough to reach the computer.
Yeah.
And then I can get two lights on the scene.
Uh-huh.
To see better what I'm doing.
Of course, you've got them, what do you call it, lights, haven't you?
Yeah, some bright things on tripods. They were quite cheap.
Yeah.
So the first step, we're going to be working on this piece here, which was the smaller support. And I've just cut these out while you were doing the chat and sanded.
Yeah.
So this needs to go in here. So it's saying to put this one in first and then sort of, I'm not quite sure how, but slide this along. This is where you need like 3 or 4 hands.
Yeah.
And then slide that one in. Oh.
Seems rather tight as that, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Mm.
That needs to slide in there. But then it says to slide this along and in.
Whew, heck.
And it's not feeling very confident.
No.
But maybe I just need to be a bit more forceful. I'm definitely reading that right, I believe. So it's got the 2 mid holes there, which is in.
Yeah.
And then it says to put that side in and then push that along and in.
Yes. Yeah.
And then we'll end up with that.
Yeah. There's no other piece loose, is there, that you have to loosen off before that, is there?
No, not that I can see.
No.
No.
No, it's not far off, but it's risking it for a biscuit, isn't it? Ooh. Nearly. That's it. It's in.
Right.
Phew.
That was a bit scary.
Yeah, very scary indeed. Well, I was holding my breath as well.
Okay.
Okay. While you have a breather and work out the next step, then I'll go through the chat because we've got some more come in. So David Bassett says, "And breathe." Yes, thank you. So Steve131 says, "Can't see you, but hello, Max Mods." And then Crafty Chris says, "I'm here." Smiley face. And so hello, darling. So and Alex Demetrius says, "Lovely t-shirt, Dave, but wrong colour." Laughing out loud. Yeah, blue's my favourite colour, really. Peter Webster says, "Hi, Chris." And Yorkshire Crafter says, "Evening at Crafty Chris." And then Anfield Road Layout says, "Hi, Chris." And Crafty Chris says, "Hi, Peter and Julie." And come on. Alex Demetrius says, "Hello, Crafty Christine. Hope you're okay, my lovely," with a kiss on the end. And so Anfield Road Layout says, "Hi, Julie." And David Bassett says, "Evening at Crafty Chris." Dave Builds says, "Evening again, Crafty Chris." Anfield Road Layout says, "Hi, Alex Demetrius." Bookman's Model Mania says, "Nicely done." So, hi, Buck.
Hi, Buck.
And Peter Webster says, "Hi, Buck." Okay, and that's the chat for now.
Okay, we've got to do very similar again. I'm just making sure this is in the right orientation. The track support is away from me.
Mm-hmm.
And so is this. And then this needs to go under here and into them.
Mm. Okay, that seemed a bit easy, didn't it?
Yeah. Oh, there you go. And then it stands up now.
Ah, right.
I can see where this is going to go.
Okay, yeah, I can. The track's going to come round that, and then 2 track supports. That, yes, that's it. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so that is that, and that just shows an image of that sat. Right, next. Oh, I can't remember what the exclamation mark was in here. Was it just please note?
It could be please note, or for information, or for...
No. Okay, I see what it's all about. So these are different. So they are the same that way around. But if I was to turn that round,
right.
you'll notice that they're in a completely different place.
Yes.
So that's what it wants us to know. So we actually want the most holes at the top. So if we look at these, you've only got 2 big holes there before the post. Yeah. And then the other one, we've got 4 big holes before the post. So that we want the 4 at the top of this structure.
Uh-huh.
Right, let's turn this round. And does that go in before? I think I'm going to do that afterwards because I've just seen on the same step that we need to, right, in these holes, 1, 2, 3, and 4, we need to put these wedges.
Right, to stop them coming out.
Yeah, and my thought is, because it wants us to put this in as well up here, but it sort of does restrict our access a bit.
Oh yeah. So yeah,
I know it's a bit dark. There you go.
No, so yeah.
So I probably will be able to get it in there, but why struggle when I can just leave that off for the moment, put them in.
Okay, while you're doing that, I'm going to bring up the chat because it's going daft as anything is the chat. So Crafty Chris says hi Lee, Alex Demetrius, David Bassett, Dave Mack, Peter and Lee. And that sounds like a pop group. Peters and Lee, yeah, of course it was, wasn't it?
Peters and Lee, yeah. Welcome home.
Welcome. Come on in. Good God, the show now age now. So Dave McBill says hi Buck, and Yorkshire Crafter says evening Lee, Anfield Road layout in the loft, and Buckman's Model Mania says hey Peter, and Anfield Road layout in the loft says hi Buck, and David Bassett says hi Buck at Buckman's Model Mania. And Buckman's Model Mania says, hey, all in the chat. And Alex Demetrius says, hello, Anfield Road layout in the loft. Hope you're well, my friend. Come on, stop sticking. There we go. So David Bassett says, that's already looking good, Horlixs.
Thank you.
And last one for now is Rascal's Hobbies saying, someone shut the door. You've let Buck in.
Oh, don't be horrible. No, I know you're only jesting.
Yeah, you're only jesting, don't worry.
Well, this one is fighting me a bit. Just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
There you go. Certainly is, tight fitting all of these.
Yeah.
Sure.
They're not going to pop out easy, are they?
No. There we go. They're all in.
Excellent.
So there is still a bit of movement on them, but
yeah.
I believe we'll be tightening some more up very shortly.
Jolly good.
I hope you can see. It's really difficult to get a good...
Yeah, it's okay. It's obviously difficult to get a good angle, but yeah, no, we're doing fine on camera angles. It's okay.
Okay, so now they're in, this will go in with the more holes towards the top there.
Okay.
1, 2, get that lined up. 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. Yeah.
Excellent.
That's that structure. I think that just helps
strengthen, yeah.
Strengthen it, yeah. Same on the other side, 4 holes towards the top.
Okay, I'll bring up the chat while you're doing that. So Anfield Road Layout in the Loft says, hi, Rascals. And Rascals Hobbit says, hey, Lee. So, and then Bookman's Model Mania says, who let Eric out of his cage? Let alone I here.
Oh, nah, we love you here, really.
Yeah, we do.
Thank you.
So Rascals Hobbies sending a massive laughing face. So David Bassett says, Super Tramp plus Peters and Lee already in the Sir Dave playlist, laughing out loud.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Alex Demetrius says, Horlixs, I'm loving this roller coaster build so much. I'm going to buy one. I found 3, not cheap to be honest, but quality speaks for itself. Absolutely, Alex. Yeah, absolutely indeed.
Yeah.
So then we've got Jay's channel, and he says, good evening, everyone. Hope everyone is okay and well. Hi, Jay. Thanks for joining.
Jay. Thank you.
And oh goodness me. And then Bookman's Model Mania says, hey Alex, no glue for this, question mark.
No, we did on the first part when we did this, we looked, didn't we?
Yeah.
Because I was like, oh, do we have to glue anything? But no, it's all push fit stuff, and it is really tight, some of it. So I mean, it's solid. Like, this is the track that is not glued, and it's not going anywhere. It's really, really well built and solid.
It is, yeah. It's fantastic.
So there's no chance of any of them coming out. So yeah, it's really nice and solid.
The only thing about this is that you've got to have, you know, quite a bit of pressure on like your thumbs and everything to push the joints in, don't you?
Yeah. So I tend to either use the table if it's safe to do so, depending on how fragile the parts are.
Yeah.
Or I actually hold it and use the back of these tweezers to really give it some.
Yeah.
Really give it some oomph. So yeah. Right, next step. Oh, I forgot to take something off the sprue, off the wooden sprue. So I'm going to do that now.
Okay.
We need some of these supports, and now supports 53. 53. There we go. 53. They'd say B on them, which they do.
B.
B.
To be or not to be.
Yes. Wait, that was yesterday, wasn't it?
Yeah.
On Danno's.
Yeah. That was so funny. So Peter Webster says, hi, Jay. And Anfield Layout in the Loft says, hi, Jay. And then Yorkshire Crafter says, evening at Jay's channel. And then David Bassett says, evening, Jason, Jay's channel. Hope you're keeping well as you can be, my friend. And Rascals Hobby says, hey, Jay. So that's it for now. All nicely caught up with that.
Brilliant. So yeah, I am really enjoying this build. Definitely, it's so good, and I love roller coasters anyway. And it's funny because I've just joined the group. It's like a.
Oh, ow.
Oh, might need tweezers now.
Felt that.
What was I saying? Yeah, I've just joined a group because I love my rides and theme parks, and I've got a Merlin annual pass. But the park are doing like an exclusive Facebook group. And the first so many people could join, and it's more of like a test at the moment. I managed to get in the group.
Yeah.
So there's lots of I'm a geek anyway. I love watching how things work and the mechanics of them. Like, I love riding them, but I also love, like, you find me weird, but I'll sit on Nemesis, for example, and I'll be the whole way round, because I've been on it so many times. I know what the ride's like. I'll look up and I'll be watching the wheels.
Yeah.
When it's going round, just to see like how they work, if they move, the vibrations, what happens when they swing around. It's mad. And I just find it really fascinating. But I'm on this group, and they're doing a lot of exclusive things for pass holders only. So they're taking you to the maintenance sheds while they're doing the winter maintenance on the rides, and you can see all the rides in bits all over the platform and in the maintenance sheds. And I'm finding it really, really intriguing.
I think that, I think if you had your chance, you'd go as a ride engineer, wouldn't you?
I would love to. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
So if anyone can get me in the back door, please shout.
Yeah.
I appreciate there's a lot of health and safety that goes with it, and at the end of the day, ultimately, you're putting people's lives at risk from your work, because the people, there must be so much pressure on the engineers to get all these rides up and ready for the season.
Yeah,
and it's on them to build them back up correctly. Put the wheels back on properly, and
of course, yeah,
it must be terrifying at the same time. But that's just worst case scenario. Like, I'm sure that never happens. And then they've got strict regimes, and I guess that they have their work checked as well. It's not, because people do have bad days or make mistakes. So, they probably do. They probably have 3, 4, 5, 6 different people look over the work.
Probably, yeah, because obviously, as you say, anything to do with public safety like that.
So I'm still trying to get a splinter out, I think, from.
I was just going to say that the insurance must be phenomenal to actually insure the rides.
Yeah.
It must cost them an awful lot of money.
But what I was saying, yeah, so anyway, I'm on this group, and someone else mentioned they should do, which I was game for, they should do like an open day towards the end of the winter maintenance period, where people can pay.
Yeah.
They can actually have a tour or have a guided tour around the big attractions and see them in bits, and what gets involved in winter maintenance and what they have to do. And a lot of people say, "Oh, I'd love this. This would be a good money maker for you." And it'd only be a day thing.
Yeah.
Maybe one day they have a tour guide and they take groups of people around to the maintenance sheds and see what's involved in upkeeping these rides. I was well up for that. That I'd be in my element.
Yeah.
So let's hope Thorpe Park listens. Not that they're watching, but if anyone that works at Thorpe Park is,
please put an idea. Yes, yeah.
For people like me and a lot of other like-minded in the community, there's a lot of people that are, being up for that.
Yeah, and I'm totally the opposite, because you won't get me anywhere near one. So.
Right, next we're going to put these supports in.
Okay, is that the other side?
So they're actually going to go in here. So you've got one hole here.
Right, yeah.
Fit just in that hole there.
Yeah.
Now, again, this might be a bit tight. So let me just get that one in first. Oh, it should be all right, because we've got some movement.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at that. push that in nice and tight. There we go. That's one in. That's made that solid already.
Yeah.
Now, I'm guessing, as Buck said, there is no glue. I can't see anything wrong if you're going to keep this puck permanently, getting a bit of PVA. You can even water it down slightly and just sort of paint some water PVA on some of the joints just to secure them.
Yeah, I think that's pretty good. Yeah, I think that's a fair comment, definitely. Okay, so in the chat we've got Lee says it's a nice build to do. And then Alex Demetrius says, good evening, Fleetwood J. I hope you are well. And then David Bassett says, Horlixs Thorpe Park has evolved so much over the years. In the early days, they had a vintage aircraft and replicas of the Schneider Trophy winning planes and a large model village. Nothing like that now.
No. I mean, I don't remember it like, I remember it sort of as it is now, even from a young age. And I think the first time I went to Thorpe Park, 'cause I wanted to go for years when I was a kid, and I just never got to go because, my parents didn't like rides and stuff. I had a few trips to Chessington, but not very often. It was a real treat if I got taken there, and I loved it. But the first time I went to Thorpe Park was when I actually passed my driving test, and that's pretty much the first place I went.
Yeah,
I was like, right, I'm going to Thorpe Park. But I went when Colossus went up, the 10 looping world first coaster at the time. It's not anymore because I believe the Smiler's beaten that with 14. But that was the first time I went, is shortly after Colossus went up.
Yeah. So, and then David says they even held one of the show bus rallies there one year.
Right.
Yeah, I can't remember what year that was, but there was one there. I'm sure there was. So Steve131 says never knew Thorpe Park was like that. Okay. Well, we have a history lesson on here as well, don't we?
Yeah. No, it's really interesting.
Yeah. So for those of you watching wondering what Horlicks is doing, is actually rubbing some wax on it so that it fits in a lot better, because you get told to, and you get given some wax to rub onto the pieces so that they actually fit just that little bit better with a little rub of wax.
Yes, and I was actually quite concerned we wouldn't have enough, but I think actually it is going quite a long way.
Yeah.
Really, I've still got a disc. I mean, this was when I started. That's a spare one, so it's not down an awful lot.
No,
and I reckon we're what? I don't know, maybe not halfway, but I'm probably going to give all the tracks another rub at the end.
Yeah,
we do them as and when we do it, but I'll obviously handling it, and it might have soaked in.
Of course, yeah.
So I'm just on that part now. We're going to add the track, and it's asking us to add some wax to the points, which I've just done.
Wow.
So now
I'm sort of guessing you're going to have to work out where the track fixes to that.
Yes, that's going to be the next job, but that's quite straightforward, I believe. Yes, it is. I'm just double checking there's no orientation to this track. It does look the same both sides. So you've got that side with a cutout there.
Yeah.
And then the other side
the
same. So and it's not, there's no note exclamation mark. So I think this can just go in anyway.
Yeah.
So we've actually got 3 supports. We've got 1, 2, 1, 2, and 3. Oh, you can't see. 1, 2, and 3. 4 lots of those squares. So we're going to be starting with the bottom one for the bottom here.
Okay. I'll just read this comment out and then we can So David Bassett says it's like Chessington was a zoo when I was young, but had changed more into a theme park when I took my kids there in the early 2000s. So Warren James has joined us, and he said the ultimate roller coaster is closed at Lightwater Valley.
See, I've not been there. I'd love to get around and do some of these other parks. Right, so I'm just carefully trying to inch all these on because it's quite
tight. So Rascal's Hobby says, I wonder if this is similar scale to the HO trains, would make a brilliant piece in a train layout. Yeah, I'm sort of thinking that it's maybe a little bit big, but for a HO scale, I would have said a G scale or O scale is probably more like it. But having said that, I don't know what actual size this is, so we'll get Horlixs to tell you the sizes, and then you might be able to work it out. So Lee says, hi, Warren James. And then David Bassett says, at Horlicks, have they built a hotel at Thorpe Park yet?
They've only got the Shark Hotel. But there's a lot of discussion about it because they're saying, it's Thorpe Park Resort, and then people are saying it's not really a resort because there's no like hotels really. I mean, they do have the Shark Hotel on there.
Yeah.
But it's not anything big like Alton Towers,
He says his daughter went with a friend about 10 years ago and they stayed in a converted container.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, the Shark Hotel. They're just like, shipping containers that they've converted. But I've never stayed in one of them.
Yeah. And then Warren says, hi, Lee. And we're caught up again. That's taking some pushing in there, isn't it?
Yeah, this is really, really tight and awkward. So sorry if you can't see too much.
No, we can see you pushing in with the points of the pliers and everything, so that's okay. You have to do what you have to do, that's all. So you've got to get it in there somehow, haven't you? You almost could do with something solid, like a bit of an anvil or something that you could press on, couldn't you?
Yeah. I think we got it.
Yeah. Super cool.
Wow.
Super cool.
There you go. Looks a bit blurry. But...
Before you go any further, have you got any sizes you could give to Eric? So, like the length of it, and then the width of that track, perhaps, and
yeah, we had this discussion the other day, didn't we?
Yeah,
the box is a bit weird. So it says the size of the model is 14.2 by 14.2 inches, 0.2 inches. Let me see that. Hang on.
Yeah.
14.2 by 14.2 inches.
Yeah, which is actually wrong, isn't it? Because I mean, I think you've got that size already.
Yeah. So, but if you look at German,
Ah,
or
yes.
you know, anywhere else, it's
So
got
what's the size in let's go millimeters.
so it's 960 by 245 by 420.
Okay, so if you downloaded an app called Model Scaler or something similar, you'd be able to scale this up with the sizes you've got there. So 960 millimeters long by 245 millimeters. Will that be height?
That might be the width actually.
It might be width, yeah.
245
245 millimeters wide by 420 millimeters high. So, and you'd have to put all them dimensions into a model scaler app and then convert that to probably inches or whatever and see if it would fit in with the HO scale layout. I would have thought that it would be a little bit too big for a HO scale layout, but I would have to do some calculations on that.
But yeah, you can see, like, 900, that's millimeters. To go in inches, it just doesn't seem right.
No, it's not right at all, is it? There's definitely a problem there with the inches.
So yeah.
So David Bassett says, I dropped them off and picked them up at the end of the next day. They could ride an hour after it closed and an hour before it opened in the next day. I took Pepsi and walking along the Thames path, she had a swim. Brilliant.
Oh.
Okay.
Right then. Well,
so I'm just curious now as to how high you've got that now off the ground. So I wonder if you had a ruler you could measure.
Well, it's not quite sitting right because of the weight, but if I maybe balance this down with some pliers.
Yeah, and then you could just take it like to the top of the track from the ground upwards, and then we can just see. I see that's 15 inches more or less, isn't it already? So yeah. So yeah, maybe it's more than 14.2, is that, isn't it?
Well, yeah, because it says 14. You're still not quite right, is it? Because it does say. I reckon. I know what they've done. Maybe they've just put 14.2 by 14.2, and that should have been something else. Mind you, no, because 2 inches don't make no sense either. Because 2 inches would be that.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, of course.
And then 14.2 would be about that. So I suppose you could maybe get away with it if it's from the bottom of the track to the top. That is 14.2.
Yeah.
But it's certainly going to be longer than that because that would be 14.2 there.
And it's going to be higher as well because you've got all your boards on top and everything.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah. That's a good point. Box measurements.
14.2, is it? Oh no, 14 and a half.
But that's more close. Oh, that is. No.
14 and a half, yeah.
And the box, the box is 2.
Yeah.
So they've obviously done a box on that one rather than the actual
size of the model, yeah.
Hang on then. That being said, packaging size 38.8.
.8. So would that be the That's 38.8, yeah. So that takes it to the top of the track then, doesn't it? Or more or less.
And then
Very nearly.
9 point. No, that can't be
That's right.
right.
No, that could be no.
9.6. It says after that. So yeah, the measurements are not making any sense at the moment on this.
No, they're not, are they? No. So right, Peter Webster says hi, Warren. Rascals Hobby says thanks for the measurements, guys. No, you're welcome. If we can help out any other way, just try and let us know, and we'll try and get it measured as much as what we can. So Warren James says hi, Peter, and then Rascals Hobby said it sounds like they did the box measurements. Yeah, that's what it does to me as well. So yeah, they've done something, haven't they? It's a bit funny.
Nope. Having a problem with lighting. Right, well, we're done. What's the time? 9.
9 o'clock. You've only been going an hour, so.
Well, let's see what we've got to do. 12 of those. Wow, there was a lot of track to be doing.
Yeah.
We've got to make 12 of these pieces, so
goodness me.
I suppose we could get some of them done.
Yeah, so we get some done and then just make a note on the page of how many you've done. And
yeah, I think so. I've got this part, these parts.
I mean, if you was to make half of them up, I don't know how many was in that. There's only how many's in the first part you did? 3, 6, 9, 12. Yeah.
Yeah, it's got 2s and 2s. So yeah, we'll just see how we get on, shall we?
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Well, there's a little bit more chat to go out yet. So, Peter Webster says I'm using a 00 gauge as its scaled down train that runs around the pleasure beach. Okay. And then David Bassett says, great stream, guys. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, folks. Yeah, thank you very much for that, David. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, always like, share, and subscribe. If you don't mind, please. And then we'll just watch you build for a little bit and see how you get on.
It's always the scary part. Is getting these bits out.
Knocking them bits out, yeah. I'd imagine that. Well, we've come across a few small, scary parts, haven't we?
Yeah.
You know.
Well, basically, wants all of these.
Yeah, Peter's got a good point there. He said that maybe just the loop measurement. Yeah, it could be. Could just well be the loop.
Yeah. Just really. Just a bit odd. Well, that's all them parts we need. Then we want all of these.
So Rascals Hobby says, gotta go, guys. Picking up the kiddos from school. Have a great stream. Thanks for joining, Eric.
Thank you. Thanks for popping in.
Take care out on the roads there now.
Have a good evening. Yeah, so these are quite...
I was hoping this paint that I've done is dry, but it hasn't. It's still tacky. So it's a slow process building this open topper. There's a lot to it.
Yeah, I can imagine, and I'm guessing like where it is so cold, it's probably just I mean, obviously you've probably got your heating on, but you know, it's not the warmest weather for
paint drying. No. So, and you know, I mean, yeah, I'm using a paintbrush where I'm painting, and there are only small parts that I'm painting, but I just wish they'd hurry up and dry so I could, you know, get some more done. But it's just frustrating, and then thinking on the hoof as well, more or less, of you know, what I'm going to do next. So, because when you're modding something, it's, you know, you've got to be mindful of, will it work at the end of the day? And hopefully it'll all turn out okay. But yeah, so everybody's staying back to Eric now. So David Bassett says, take care, Eric, at Rascal's Hobbies. And Lee says, later, Eric. And Peter Webster says, night, Eric. And then David Bassett says, Rome wasn't built in a day, so Dave. Yeah, absolutely. And that's... I've got that many projects on, David, that, yeah, I'm just... I'm my own worst enemy, because I've got the blue Routemaster to do. I've got this open top Routemaster to do. I've got the Bedford I want to do, and then my Eddie Stobbard, which I haven't done for a while. So, and then, you know, one or two other things as well that I've got planned. So, yeah. But yeah, I'll get there. There's no rush, and yeah, I'm actually enjoying what I'm doing. So, which is good, because if you're not enjoying it, then it's not worth doing, is it? But yeah, I'm enjoying thoroughly what I'm doing, and as I say, it's really testing me as this open top bus. But I'm pretty sure that I've cracked every obstacle that I was coming up against. So yeah, I'm pretty sure it'll be okay now. So, and there has been some progress since my last open top bus show as well. So, yeah, which I'll get down to at some point. Might be Sunday, depending on how I feel. Yeah, I might pop up a show on Sunday for an update on the open top one. Something like that. Just wishing I could get my joints to work properly. I've got my hands and my shoulders that are absolutely killing me, and it's the weather. Oops, we've lost camera. Come on, get back on there. There we go. So David Bassett says, lots for us to look forward to then. So Dave, how is Matilda safely tucked away for winter? Yes. Yeah, she's safely tucked away for winter. She's all covered up. And yeah, I've got some plans for Matilda as well. I'm trying to plan the odd show here, there and everywhere. And some shows where we're going to be taking models, some shows where we're going to be hopefully taking Matilda, if I can get her back up and running again, which she should be able to. So Lee says I've got a new build I'm working on the bench, with shown my live stream Sunday at 5 p.m. Okay, we'll look forward to that, Lee. So Sunday at 5 p.m. Okay, and if I do go live on Sunday, I'll be on at 8 p.m. I believe it'll be. So, yeah. I was going to do a live show from a workshop, but we can't get internet out there very well. So even though it's right next to the house and everything, just the internet won't go that far. So, but yeah, I'd like to do a live show from there. And
why don't you? I don't know if you can do one on your phone. It won't be a live, but it will be. You could premiere it.
Oh yeah, I could do one of them, no problem. Yeah, I've done
that, and if you can send me the file, I can edit it into a video or something for you.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I think I'll probably do that.
But see what you feel like. But yeah, there's ways around it. So obviously it won't be live as such, but
yeah,
you know, if we get your video edited, well, I mean, you can do it yourself anyway. Just post it as a premiere, and then you can be there to discuss everything.
Yeah, well, we'll do. Yeah. So Ian Campbell's going. He says, "That's me all. Stay safe, everyone, and see you all soon." Yeah, see you soon, Ian. And thanks
Ian.
ever so much for popping in. And yeah, thank you. And you stay safe as well, you and Julie. So, and then Peter Webster says, "Night, Ian." And David Bassett says, "Night, Ian Campbell." And Lee says, "Later, Ian." Okay.
So at the moment, I'm just sanding down the ends because, you know, once the track meets, it needs to be a nice flush fit.
Yeah.
We've established that the inside hasn't got any because it's going to be the running surface. So that's really good and well thought out. I don't actually think it's going to take long.
No.
It's like, you know, a bit like the seats on the Routemaster. Once you've done one or two,
then you know how you're doing them. Yeah, of course. So Dave McBill says, "Night, Ian." Yeah, Matilda's going to need a little bit of work. I've got some parts that actually came with Matilda that need putting on. So, yeah, I've got them to do. And I've got a few parts that were bought for me for Christmas and such like. So, I've got to put them on. And, yeah, I'll to improve it a little bit. It won't go any faster, mind you. And I don't want it to go any faster. But no, there'll be all little bits to improve it a little bit.
So a dump valve, big horse pipe, a flamer.
Turbo, yeah. No. No. At the moment, it's just far too cold outside. I mean, I spent 20 minutes in the garage today, and oh, goodness me, I was absolutely frozen.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I couldn't stand it. In fact, I came in, I got my hands and wrapped around the radiator, and I said, "Oh my God," I said, "I just feel so poorly being out there." I've only been out about half an hour.
Yeah, it has been cold, and it's weird weather as well because I went up. I think it was Wednesday or Thursday, and the car said it was like -3 or 4.
Yeah.
And I thought, oh God, it's cold. But then the next day, it was only like -0.5. And it felt so much colder.
Yeah, it's strange, isn't it? It's very strange. I mean, the sun was blazing here today at one point this afternoon, and
yes, we did too.
And I braved it. I went outside, and oh, goodness me, I wish I hadn't. God, blimey.
lures you into a false sense of security, doesn't it? Oh, look at that beautiful sunshine. Frostbite.
Yeah, absolutely. So Dave Build says, I'm going now, guys. I'm up at 5 a.m. On the morrow. It's been a great show, and well done, Alex. And it's looking great. Well done to Sir Dave for doing the chat. Thank you, Dave Mac, and good night to you, and hope everything's okay with you. And
Yes.
hope you manage to get to sleep all right as well. So Peter Webster says, take care, Dave Mac Builds. Bud. And Warren James says, night, Dave Mac. And Lee says, later on, Dave Mac.
Right.
Wow.
So we have to go with clean up. Let's move that all to the side for the moment. So now I need to just pop out some of these. Now,
$58 or 5B.
So yeah, we want all of these.
All of them. Goodness me.
Yeah. I still don't know if we get any spares.
No. It would be nice to think that they did do some spares, but
I was going to have a look, but I think it would be more apparent nearer.
Yeah, nearer the end, maybe, yeah. I'd imagine you go both sides counting all these parts. Wouldn't you?
Yeah. It's just knowing where to push.
Yeah.
Right. That's that one empty. And then we want some more.
You want some more?
From number 4. Where are you, number 4? Ah, you're there, number 4.
Number 4, can you come in, please? Your time's up.
So, I like the way that it does come off.
Oh, separately, yeah. From, yeah.
The big sprue. So we want 1, 2, and then everything to the left hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right. Ten, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20.
Oh, goodness me. Plus the other pile that you got.
Yes, there you go. Now we can start building. Because I've got enough parts to build. So, let's refresh ourselves. We're going to be using the 4 smaller holes.
Yeah.
So long end goes in from not this. We want the teeth.
Ah.
Same 4 holes, long end from the left, and then alternate long end from the right, left, right.
Wow.
And as I say, I mean, these are really tight.
I was going to say, did they need any wax?
Yeah, possibly, but I'm just conscious that we're going to get through a lot of wax.
Yeah.
So that's them done.
Jolly good.
Right. We want one this side. One the other side. Squeeze.
Super.
Yeah, I thought I'd get another click out of you. There we go. And then wax on the rail. And that's 1 of 15, 1 of 12.
Wow. Okay, a little bit more chat then. So, Peter Webster says, I like the cold weather. I wear shorts all year round, rain or snow, and not had cold for 26 years now. Wow. I can't stand the cold. Severe arthritis of the spine, Peter. So, and my hands have had it, and my knees have had it, and everything else. So, yeah, it comes from an hard life of working out in the fields and what have you. So, but yeah, no, that some people can. They just wear shorts all year round, can't they? But no, I've got to wrap up. Got to keep sort of warm, really. So David Bassett says night, Dave McBuilds, and Peter Webster says it's 60% popping and sanding parts and 40% building. Yeah, it certainly is.
Yeah.
It certainly is that way. So David Bassett says, love how all this fits together so well, Horlixs.
Thank you. Yes, it does seem to come on. It is hard work because, to say, you've got these small parts that you're really trying to
fit together, yeah.
Together,
and then you've got to keep the orientation right as well. But yeah. Gillian Dotz says, good show, big thumbs up. It's looking good. Thank you for that, Gillian.
Thank you, Gillian.
That's the chat brought up to date.
It is a lot easier with wax.
Yeah.
It doesn't actually say to wax these. It's just the rails, but
yeah,
you need something to
just lubricate it a little bit to push them in. Yeah.
So then we can line up the rails.
And as you say, you could, if you wanted, you could actually put some watered down PVA on the joints, couldn't you? As long as you didn't go anywhere else, like, but yeah. So Lee says it looks good kit, good shirt. Like your lads, you do as working on the workbench. Yeah, jolly good.
Thank you, Lee.
Thank you, Lee. Yeah, I'd have been painting away, but I'm afraid you'd have lost me on the chat because you'd have been saying, Dave, there's some chat, and I've been, oh. I'd be well behind on the chat doing some painting, but as I say, I can't anyway because it's not dry, so it'll be dry by tomorrow. And I'm going to work out what I need to do on my Bedford parts after the stream as well tonight. So, because I'm trying to get a little bit done on that tomorrow if I can. I'll get it organised for tomorrow, should I say.
So you see how that looked like it was together, and then I had to give it another 4 clicks. So I'm finding it easy to put these on, push them together, but make sure you check the central rail for gaps between the wider part here and the rail, and I can't find the example now. This one maybe.
Yeah.
There's a very slight gap there on the left. So if you push against that rail and pull this one,
it should go in.
There you go. It sort of pulls it in.
Yeah.
And that's what was clicking. I'm just going to double check. Yeah, the first one. Look. See, that one's not in.
Yeah.
So then just grab it like that.
It's in. Yeah.
Same for that one. That one.
Yeah.
And that one, I think, is okay. Yeah. So, yeah. I don't know which ones I've waxed, so I'm just going to do them all again.
Yeah. So David Bassett says, how is your diorama coming on for your Lancaster build? So Dave, you built the bomb trolley, the upkeep bomb, I remember. Yeah, but I built the upkeep bomb, the bomb trolley, and I've built an Austin Tilley, and I've built a David Brown tractor. But I haven't done anything else yet. The next vehicle that I need to build is a Bedford QL refueling tanker. So that's in 132 scale, I believe. So and I want to get all the small bits out of the way before I actually go on to the Lancaster. And I'm hoping to actually get all the buses and what have you done so that they're out of the way as well, so I can solely work on the Lancaster, which I would have thought now it would be well into next year because obviously I've got a lot to do. But yeah, I've got the crew to do. I've got this Bedford QL tanker to do, and one or two several other bits and pieces that I can do in the meantime. I've not built a table for it yet, and so I'll obviously need to build a table, and yeah, I can probably make a start on that next winter. But yeah, not done an awful lot at it really. So, and David Bassett says, okay, a Bedford Bowser, nice. Yeah, it's very, very nice, is the QL Bowser. I forget what kit it's by now. Yeah, it's gone off my head, but it is 130, 132 scale.
So I don't even tell by that what it would look like if it's not in properly.
Oh yeah, it's spread out a little bit at the top, isn't it?
Mm.
Yeah.
Quite a lot.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's quite a lot, yeah. Yeah.
So, and then that's...
Yeah, it's worthwhile checking every joint, isn't it? Just as you would do on a real life roller coaster, really.
Well, yeah. I suppose I am a roller coaster engineer, really, with this one.
Yeah. I've not seen anything like this before in my life. No, I've seen some models built of fairground bits and pieces because I do belong to a fairground modelling Facebook group, and was going to do an old bus at one time with a lighting unit in it and what have you, but I never got back to it. So, but they have gallopers and dodgems and Ferris wheels and goodness knows what built of all sorts on this Facebook group, and it's very, very interesting indeed. Some of the shows we go to have model fairground attached to them as well. In the model tent, for instance, they'll have some steam engines running some model fairground that somebody's built, scratch built, and what have you.
Yeah, I built some Lego, and that's what won me that competition.
Yeah.
And I still need to sort that out, but I've got a voucher for £300 on the Lego store. Well, this has actually gone a lot easier because I overlooked the wax situation, which is a bit silly of me because it's obvious. I'll show you what I was doing in a minute. Right, let me just check the rails so we can see there's something not quite right with that ROI-cam, which is there. Yes. So what I was doing, these pegs, I was waxing this bit.
Ah, right.
From there down.
Yeah.
In actual fact, I just need to do these wider bits.
Ah, right. Yeah.
Because they're the bits that are going in.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
It'll go in all day long because it's thinner.
Yes. Yeah, of course.
So, my bad. I overlooked that.
Never mind. It's all right. So David Bassett says, I've been thinking about building a 135 scale Austin ambulance as Katie from my all-time favourite film, Ice Cold in Alex. There are a couple on the market. Right, I didn't actually know that there was 135 scale Austin ambulance. So yeah, I'm tempted, but yeah, don't tempt me. But Ice Cold in Alex, yeah, it's one of my favourite all-time war films as well. In fact, it was on about a week ago, wasn't it? and I remember watching it and watching the Austin ambulance making some lovely noises going through the desert. Yeah, fantastic. So Lee says here, but thumbnail for my live I'm doing on Sunday. Right, okay. I don't think it's actually shared onto here, Lee. You're writing as, but yeah, if everybody wants to see Lee's Anfield Road layout in the loft on his live is doing on Sunday, pop across to his channel, and his channel is Anfield Road layout in the loft. That's his YouTube channel. So David Bassett said we had for over 30 years had Carter's Steam Fair touring the area, including the West Wickham for many years. Sadly, 2022 was their last.
Yeah,
hoping to find a permanent home for it.
Yeah, I was going to say that. I think they're going to stop the travelling, aren't they? But they've got a place that they're hopefully going to set up as a permanent fixture, I believe. So
yeah, that would be nice. I mean, out this way we've got the Scarborough Fair collection, and he has some fantastic exhibits, both steam fair, organs, steam engines, vintage vehicles. Yeah, he's got all sorts. The Scarborough Fair collection at Scarborough.
Yeah, I'd like to have a go on. I think it's Carter's that have got the skid thing, the skidder plane or something. And there's a foot pedaling. It's like a waltzer, but with a foot pedal, and you push it, and you can skid about on the.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they've got one of them. I think it's them that have got one of them, steam powered.
Yeah.
Might not be. Maybe it's another one, but.
Well, we're making you work for your money tonight, aren't we? Doing all these track bits. So David Bassett says I have it on DVD, a special 50th anniversary Blu-ray as well. Lost track of how many times I've watched it. So yeah, I bet that's an interesting one to see.
I'm not actually eating yet, but I'm hoping to get as much done as I can by 10.
Yeah.
And I think we'll be able to do it. But way before that, actually, because I'm nearly there.
Probably able to get all these track bits done by that, yeah. I would have thought. It's easy for me to say, though, because I'm not doing it.
Well, now I'm waxing the pegs correctly. It is just going a lot easier.
Yeah.
I'm just waxing everything now.
Yeah.
Then I can just
pop it together, yeah.
Right.
It'll be like you said, you get used to doing it the more you do it, I suppose.
But I'm certainly really enjoying this kit. It's just
David Bassett says, yeah, go on.
No, come on.
David Bassett says, I also like the Dam Busters, 633 Squadron, and Battle of Britain, etc. Yeah, I have all them on DVD as well, David.
Do you know what? There's some of them I've not seen.
Some of them you've seen?
I've not seen.
You've not seen?
I don't actually think I've seen the Dam Busters.
It's very good. There is some very small mistakes in there, but yeah, it's very good. It was made in 1954, I believe. Yeah, and David also says, as I've said before, my grandfather made parts for the Wooden Wonder. Yeah, the mosquito, the de Havilland D98 mosquito during World War II. Yeah, the good old Wooden Wonder, made mostly from wood, of course. Yes, sadly, the aeroplane that Guy Gibson died in was a mosquito. Quite a few people get the wrong end of the stick, and they think that Guy Gibson died in a Lancaster bomber, and he actually didn't. So Peter Webster says, "Has Jackie got a price for your layout yet, Lee?" Laughing out loud. So Lee says, "Not for sale, Peter." And then David Bassett says, "The upkeep bomb was still on the Official Secrets Act back in 1954, hence why the bombs are not in the right shape in the film." Yeah, that's correct. So I've just been having a quick look at Austin Ambulances, David, on that famous auction site, and the range from about £33 upwards. So I think the Gecko one is £45.95 with postage, and the Airfix one is around about £32.50 with postage or whatever. So yeah, you can actually get the 135 scale Austin Ambulances. Yeah. So yeah, anywhere between 35 and 45, 46 quid, something like that, is the Austin Katie ambulance. Is everything all right managing?
Yeah, sorry, I've just gone into a bit of autopilot.
I was going to say, I thought you might have done. and you'll know exactly where to push it and how to get them in and everything else. And it's almost, you could do it with your eyes closed. Well, you can't, but yeah. Peter says, laughing out loud, Lay. Haha, Lay. So, and David Bassett says, back in the 70s, Curtis Weeks' Mosquito was restored to flying condition up at Wickham Air Park, and was lucky enough to watch it flying over at my house many times before it was shipped off to the US of A. They have one at East Kirkby now, which I do believe was at York. Was at Elvington at York. So David Bassett said, sadly, it's no longer airworthy and now a static exhibit over there, apparently. Yeah, Curtis Weeks is a bit renowned for that sort of thing. He's got a Lancaster complete in bits, stored in warehouses all over the place, apparently. And yes, it says it's one of them things that is going to get round to restoring, but Curtis Weeks has a lot of aircraft that he says he's going to do up. So whether they'll get done or not, I don't know.
Right then.
Okay, so I think they call him Kermit Weeks, don't they?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12.
Wow, fantastic! Well done. So you deserve a drink more after that.
12 bits of track, all waxed, ready to go. That is going to be my lot for tonight because my fingers are now red raw.
I was going to say they'll be hurting after all that lot.
But that's okay because it gives us something to do next week.
Yes, indeed.
And then next week we'll be doing the loop.
Loop de loop. Oh, yes.
Those parts are going to be doing.
Yes. Fantastic. Loop de loop. The next week. Okay, so a little bit more chat come in then. Says Jackie says, hello to everyone in chat. And Peter, how much are you offering Alan Melwood Drive for Alan Melwood Drive? So Anfield Road Layout on the Loft says, good stream. Thank you very much for that, Lee.
Thank you, Lee.
And David Bassett says, well done, Alex. That's a great job. Yes, absolutely it is.
Thank you. Yeah. But it's not, that was repetitive. But because I'm enjoying the model, it wasn't, a chore or anything.
No. Yeah, it's
and after all that, the wax has gone down a bit.
Yeah.
A bit.
Yeah.
I think we'll be all right.
Brilliant. All right. So she's still selling the layout, laughing out loud. And David Bassett says, looking forward to the next stream, Horlixs.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm too. Yeah, it's always sad when its stream comes to an end because I know that Friday's nearly over and it'll be soon be Monday and I'll be going back to work.
Yeah. So Peter Webster says she likes to pull your strings, Lee, laughing out loud.
So I don't think I got that. How much are you selling the layout for?
Yeah, there you go. Let's put you on the spot now, Lee. Or Jackie.
Right, so that's progress. We've got
Brilliant. Fantastic. Yeah, that's a lot of progress.
And obviously that isn't quite sitting straight, but that's where the adjustable feet come in. So
yeah,
if I hold that like that, this one's off the ground, so I can release that, bring it down. And then lock the tab. Could be do it coming down a little bit more. There you go. It's solid now.
Yeah, bro.
In fact, it'll probably come down a bit more as well.
Yeah.
It's just going to be a lot of. Yeah, that's better. Yeah, it's solid now.
Yeah.
It's going to be a case of, adjusting it as and when. I suppose it depends how it runs and.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it'd be great. So, chat's coming in like Billy O. So, we've got Lee says, yes, it's not up for sale. And David Bassett says, good night, folks. Have a great weekend, all. So, thank you for that, David. Good night to you.
David.
Warren James says, how are your hands doing after all them tracks, Horlixs?
Yeah, so.
Yeah,
red on the tips.
Yeah, definitely. Well, Lee says I'll sell Jackie before they sell the layout.
Oh.
And he was laughing out loud. And Peter Webster says, night, David. And Peter Webster says, laughing out loudly. And then Lee says, good build. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Okay, let's pop that back on both of us.
So, what are we doing? So, tomorrow evening, you've got us again. 7 o'clock for some more Bedford.
Yeah, some more Bedford tomorrow evening.
Yes, and I have done a few bits behind the scenes, so I look forward to showing you progress. I've got a few bits to do tomorrow, so yeah. We'll be back with some more Bedford tomorrow. And then, as I said, hopefully Sunday, all being well, Dave will be doing some more Routemaster of some description.
All being well, yeah. Yeah, all being well.
And then Monday, we'll be back with Crafty Chris and Yorkshire Crafter with the Doll's House.
On the Doll's House, yeah.
So, yes, some exciting shows coming up this over the weekend.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think that's about it.
I think it is about it, yeah. A little bit more in the chat. So a little bit more in the chat is Lee saying night all and see you on the next one. Peter says night Lee. And Lee says, cool, see you tomorrow. Yeah, you've got a show tomorrow Sunday at 5. Yeah, we'll see you tomorrow evening. And Anfield Road Layout in the Loft says night all. So yeah. Okay. Well, that's brought that on a lot now, hasn't it? Really?
It has, yeah.
Because I would have thought that you would be the loop would be done with 12 pieces plus the bit that you've got on already, but.
And yeah, there's still a lot more track to come. We've got the straight parts to do, and it's like, we've done quite a lot to this model, but to be fair, the box is still full of parts. So yeah, we've still got a long way to go.
Yeah.
It's great value for money, and the whole, it's not been quick. It's been you know, we did a couple of hours last week, I believe, didn't we? We did a couple of hours today, nearly coming up. We did a couple of hours on the first. It's 6 hours build, and we're not even started. And I haven't been, you know, I've been getting on with it.
Yeah. So a little bit more in the chat then. So Peter Webster says, "Night, I'll see you next time around." Good job, Alex.
Thank you
very much, Peter. You've put the link in there for Anfield Road layout.
Yeah, so that's Lee's link. Go and check out Lee. He does a lot of scratch builds for his layout and all sorts of wonderful stuff he does. And he sometimes has guests on, a bit like we have on here. He has a group of people on some of his streams, and really nice people. So check him out as well. And as he said earlier, he's doing a live on Sunday at 5 o'clock.
Yeah, he is. Yeah. So, and then David Bassett says, "Wonderful. Look forward to seeing the Bedford stream tomorrow." That's okay, David. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Yeah.
And I believe that's it for the chat for now.
Yeah. So, okay. Well,
just as a point of interest, I've starred the chat 36 times.
Yes. Wow. No, it's been some great response, and thank you all for being here as always. Really appreciate it, and I really appreciate a like as well. And on your way out. So I'll leave you to say your goodbyes then, Dave.
Okay, well, before I do, there's just one more in the chat, I believe, and it's Lee, and it says, "Good stream night. See you next time. Night all." Okay. It's been a brilliant stream. I've enjoyed watching Horlixs do this, and I've enjoyed the chat and reminiscing. And I think we've been around the world again, haven't we? Doing bits and pieces in the chat, and talking about different subjects and what have you, which we've all enjoyed. So thank you very much. It's been nice and pleasant. And as Horlixs says there, leave a like on the way out, and we'll see you next time around. So good night from me.
Lovely. And again, thank you all for watching, as I've already said. And thank you, Dave, for doing all the chat for me tonight. It's been amazing.
Welcome.
And that's really helped, and I can just get on with it, especially doing these track pieces towards the end. I was sort of listening, but just getting them built, and whilst on the streams, you could see what I was doing, but obviously trying to get everyone's engagement as well. So it's been really great fun tonight. One more bit of chat here. Her Jackie, so are you, Alan Melwood Drive to Peter if you want now. I'm so sorry I was late coming in. Take care to everyone and be safe. Thank you, Jackie.
Jackie.
We had a good laugh. And Jackie says good night to everyone. So
good night, Jackie.
It's been a laugh. I'm not sure Lee's found it that funny trying to sell his layout, but it's all jest. So thank you all for watching, and I will see you tomorrow. So good night all.
Good night, everybody.